Our next topic, we're talking about the growth rate in the U.S. economy, GDP growth. We just got a revision, speaking of revisions, that was positive. This was for second quarter growth here in the U.S., and it went up from 3% to 3.3. Now, again, remember, as a just kind of rule of thumb, anything north of 2 is good. So north of 3, that's really strong. I also want to point out, because this chart goes back, the last couple of years, that the first quarter of this year was when you had the negative number, negative 0.5%. That's where, again, in April and May, many economists came out expecting a recession, which would be another negative quarter. We are not getting that. We've got a really strong second quarter. But there's people who say, well, what about the third quarter? Will the economy roll over then? Well, the Atlanta Fed has their GDPNow calculator, which takes all the data that's been released so far and puts together its projection of where it thinks the growth rate's going to come out for the quarter. And looking at third quarter numbers, that is sitting at 3%. Really, really strong. When they first did their forecast for the third quarter, it was just north of 2, a little bit above 2. So it has gone up a lot. But when you add both of these things together, it tells you that the U.S. economy is still very strong. And that is good news for the stock market over time, because when you see strong economic growth, you typically have very strong profit growth.